Scene two.
Woohoo. I'm Lisa, I'm the employee.
I'm Angie, I'm the supervisor.
Penny, and I am the observer.
Hi Lisa, thank you for coming to my office. So I wanted to talk to you about our team meetings, our staff meetings. We had one earlier today, and I noticed that you rolling your eyes a few times.
Did I?
Yeah, and I had also noticed that at last month's meeting, and it's my error that I didn't talk to you about it then. And then when I saw it today, I thought, oh, let me find out what's going on. So during the meeting, I saw you rolling your eyes and then looking at Carrie and kind of nudging her, and what looked like is that you guys were kind of writing notes back and forth. So I'm not sure what was going on, but I wanted to talk to you about it and get an understanding of, from your perspective, what was happening.
I think we just get so frustrated with Sally, and she just seems long-winded. She just goes off on tyrants, and she just won't be quiet. And I think we just both get really frustrated. And so I was looking over at Carrie, because Carrie and I are really tight, and
Yes.
We both tend to vent to each other. And so maybe I didn't realize that maybe I just need to be more attentive to my body language. But
Yeah,
that's
that's really insightful.
sometimes when you listen to Sally, don't you want to roll your eyes so hard?
Well, Lisa, I think one of the nice things about this conversation, one, I really appreciate that you're so open to recognizing that and looking at different things. But the other thing is why it's really important is I see you to have so many strengths and so many different things that you bring to the group. Just like this conversation, and you immediately, I'm going to keep an eye on that. You really lead this team. And so throughout your life, you're going to have people that kind of rub you wrong, but people are watching. I didn't tell you this earlier, but someone else from our team approached me and said that it was really distracting and difficult to engage in the team meeting because they saw your eye rolling. So I want you to know that only because people are watching you, and I think it's because you have such influence.
Thank you. I appreciate that feedback. I guess I didn't realize how I wasn't hiding my inner feelings. Do you think there's a way that maybe we can rein Sally in on some of her long-winded comments in our meetings?
Do you think that there's ways?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me think on that.
Okay. Yeah, I
Maybe
think
we could stick to the agenda. Maybe
Per-
that would help rein in some of
I
those
think that's a
comments.
great idea. So let me ask you a question with the agenda. Do you find the agenda to have enough transition points? Does the agenda work?
I think so.
Okay.
We don't seem to run out of time too much.
Okay.
But maybe it would be a way to keep everybody focused on the task at hand.
Okay, that's really good input, and I'm wondering if maybe you might be able to assist me with that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'd love to.
Yeah, I mean, with the roles that people see you in, I think that it would be really good, and you can help me keep on agendas. So I really appreciate you being open to this, and I hope that you can be aware of how much people are watching you in settings like that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I have to say that was wonderful. You
Really?
did a fantastic job, both of you, by the way. But we're critiquing you right now. So
That was very good acting.
it was really,
Squeak.
really well done in that you turned it around. By the time it was over, it was very positive. So it started out as a negative, but you brought into, hey, you have this leadership potential, and people look up to you. So when you're rolling your eyes, that is detrimental to the group. So I thought that was fantastic. The one thing that I probably would have think, it could backfire a little bit, by throwing in that additional person that had come to you, I think that can backfire only because she might later be going, who was it? Who narked me out? Who was it?
Mhm.
You know, and sometimes that kind of changes the whole dynamics. If it's just you, then she's like, oh, okay, well, Angie's pretty cool and she's working with me and she's talking to me. But if it's somebody else, even if she's not looking to go after them, she's still going, God, does everybody think I'm a jerk? You know,
Right.
some insecurities.
Yeah, and what value did it really have? Because she had
Right.
already been open
Mhm.
to change. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was
yeah.
actually thinking that too, that because initially, I mean,
Mhm.
it was great how I didn't feel defensive at all,
Mm-hmm.
but then when you did add that second person, I could see how that could
Mhm.
change someone into becoming defensive
Right.
at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And-
a great point, you guys.
And I loved how, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I have so much to say. I loved how you turned the question around when she wanted you to rein Sally in. Can you take care of Sally so I won't have to roll my eyes? You know, and you turned that around with, well, what do you think? And how could we do that? So I like that, pushing it back for ownership. But
That was exactly
Go ahead.
what I was gonna say too, that you put it back on me. And that actually, I didn't anticipate that, so that actually was like, I don't even know how to respond to that. So, no, I thought that was great.
Well, thank you. I wouldn't normally do that because I'm clearly practicing it. But oh my gosh, it was like I don't have to have the answers to everything.
Mhm.
Somebody can approach me and want me to solve everything, and I can actually turn it back and say, well, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
It
Isn't
was
that-
very empowering.
isn't that freeing?
Right.
That
Yes.
is very freeing.
Yes.
So are we ready to?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.